Number 16, how would people refrain from being lazy? I think this goes back to the incentive point. Well, I would first of all say that most people's lives have been stolen from them. You're born into this system. You're thrown into education, which really our educational system is about 200 years old at a minimum, actually much longer than that, but it's based on the industrial era. Education is really terrible in this structure. I don't even know where to begin with how absurd the method of education is. But be that as it may, once you get into higher education, you're in as I said, a cookie-cutter processing plant because your focus is on the job. Suddenly that's your purpose. I'd say most people I meet really don't care for their jobs. They really try hard to believe what they're doing represents them in some way, and they get into it. But I think they're lying to themselves to a large degree, and I really can't say I've met anyone that can say definitively that they just love their job, unless they come from an area that had a lot of money, which put them in the position that they wanted to be in. So my point is basically laziness is a rejection of all this stuff that we're forced to do because we have to in order to survive. I think the reason people sit around and watch television is not only because they've been conditioned to do so, it's because they have an emotional problem with the fact that they're a slave to the system. They're in debt, and I really think it's just a psychological rejection. That's what laziness is. I'm certainly not lazy. I know tons of people that hate their jobs, but they also have all these things that they love to do, and they're not lazy at all. Most people really aren't lazy. If you think of yourself and what you're interested in, you'll find that you're really not lazy as long as you're focused on things that you actually like. Okay.